Hello, I'm Shivam Ghosh with Stratasys Software, and let's talk about taking your printed part accuracy to the next level. Before, you'd bring a CAD file into your slicer, print it, and you get what you get. Sort of an open loop concept, right? But now, what we're saying you can do is scan that part. The software will tell you what the scan looks like and automatically correct it, so your second print comes out a lot more accurate. But before you worry about us changing your CAD file, remember the whole goal is to be more faithful to the CAD. So we're actually trying to get what the original intent was from this printer. And just to be clear what we're talking about, there are two versions of GrabCAD Print now. The original print is still free. It lets you talk to your FDM and your PolyJet printers, and we're still improving it from month to month. So don't worry, that's not going anywhere. Print Pro adds on top of the free version, so it is a paid license per seat per year. It lets you talk to your powder bed printers, your SAF H350. It connects to things like Accuracy Center, but also things like per part estimation and grouping, which we've done videos on before. Also labels, coming out in version 180 very soon. But what we're talking about today is Accuracy Center. So how are we making your parts more accurate? Well, before Accuracy Center, when you'd print, there's a certain amount of random printer error, but a bigger amount of systematic printer error. Thermal effects, where it is in the tray, your geometry. But the interesting thing about that is it's not random. It's consistent, like wind on your tee shot. And if the wind is always blowing to the right, you can angle your tee shot to the left and correct for it. There's also post-processing error, which is mostly thermal effects, but that's also not random. That's also like wind on a tee shot. And then there's a little bit of scanner error itself. After Accuracy Center, there's still going to be the same amount of random printer error. We can't correct for that. But the two consistent errors we can correct for, like wind on a golf shot, okay? Just angling it the other direction. There's still going to be the scanner uncertainty error, but interestingly enough, the better your scanner is, the tighter our algorithm gets at correcting for that error. So there is a limit on how bad your scan can be before this process isn't worth it, and we'll talk about that in 2 slides. Some quick numbers to ground us. Here are approximate errors for about a 6-inch part that fits in your hand. The total error could be plus or minus 385, 400 microns. After Accuracy Center, we can take that down to about plus or minus 85 microns, which is close to the theoretical limit of what that printer can do. You of course have to keep these errors repeatable, which means the same machine, same geometry, same material, same portion of the tray. As long as you keep all that consistent, then the algorithm can correct for wind on that golf shot. One more set of numbers before I show you the features live. Before getting into scanners, I used to think in inches, but now I think in microns. So the best possible scanner under the ideal conditions for a small part, maybe plus or minus 5 microns error on a part. The worst possible scanner we can probably stand is plus or minus 20 because the error compounds in the final print. On our best printer, the tightest tolerance on a small part is perhaps plus or minus 89 microns. And if a dimension is not specified, a typical 3D printed part drawing callout, you're looking at maybe plus or minus 254 microns. I bring all this up just to point out that scanners play in the tens of microns, but printed parts, small parts, play in the hundreds of microns. If you need to get finer accuracy than that, you just print the part a little bigger and post-process machine it down, which not enough people do for very large fixtures that need very accurate holes or faces. Post-process machining is always an option. But let's see if we can use scanning to avoid some of that and make your parts more accurate without machining. Alright, here we are in GrabCAD Print. I'm going to drag in a part file that we've printed. It's a duct. We usually print it at Ultem because it goes into the engine compartment of a car, high temperature, high chemical resistance. And then I'm going to pull in the scan of it. So I'm going to go to Accuracy Center, and we're going to go import the scan that our scanner put out. This is after we've printed the first time and scanned it, but before we've done any corrections. You have to select the units the scan was taken in and then hit compare. And we're going to fast forward through the 3 to 5 minutes it takes to align the millions of triangles from the scan to the CAD file. Alright, the comparison's done, and what you can see is a lot of blue and red. Blue is where the printed part is too small compared to the CAD. Red is where it's too big. And if you look for where blue changes into red, those are the worst parts. That's like a sine wave deformation, right? Too small, too big, too small, a sine wave. And if you look up here at the top, you can see a big 29 for your print accuracy score. That's out of 100. 100 doesn't mean you have a perfect part with zero deformation, but that's the 100 is the best this machine can do with this size of part based on our published specs. Okay, so 100 is what you're going for. 80 to 90 is a good strong A on an English paper, but 29 is pretty bad. We've also got a histogram down here, right? What you want is a bell curve centered around the white section of 0. What we've got instead are these huge towers of blue and red. Those are all the outliers that don't fit on the graph. So what we're going to do is take the automatic corrections that Print Pro gives you, print it again, and then bring in the scan of the second print. Okay, this is the after scan. We're going to do the same thing as before, choose millimeters and compare. I'm going to fast forward through the compare and analyze part where it's aligning millions of triangles again. And look what our second result is. A print accuracy score of 80, which is a lot better, right? That's a solid B on an English paper. You've also got a lot less blue and red. You've got gray, which is what you want. And down here in the histogram, you can see the nice bell curve. The previous results are in black outline. The current results are in color, red and blue. And you can see how much of a difference it is, right? This is the result you want for a tight printed model. I can even flip back and forth between the original 29 and the current 80. So you can see both results in one go. You can't actually measure the worst displacement right here in GrabCAD Print. You have to do that in your scanning software. So I'm going to jump back to PowerPoint to show you those. And here we go. Not only did you go from a print accuracy score of 29 to 80, you went from your worst dimension error being 2,800 microns too big to 188 microns too small. A huge improvement. That's because GrabCAD Print Pro automatically corrected your results from your scan in your first print to improve your second print. That's a type of results you can expect from Accuracy Center. If you have any questions or you want a free trial of Print Pro, let your reseller know and we can get you set up and going. Thanks again, and I've been Shivam Ghosh from Stratasys Software.